Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So in this video we'll take a look at the week 28 results. They've just been released, and we'll have a look at the judges' decision and how they arrived at the average, and we'll take a look at this week's competition. Now, I've had a quick look and I can tell you there's quite a few players involved. Okay, so here we are in the results page for week 28. Well done to Darren Faulkner, who won this Range Rover Sport, worth over £100,000 and 20,000 tax-free cash. So let's just have a quick look where my crosses were, and I was right. I did think that the key to this this competition would be the guy in maroon, and that's been the case. Obviously, the line from the guy in the white was more or less correct, slightly off, not by much, to the judges' average, but the guy in the maroon, the judges' average has landed higher. So let's just take a look at the judges' average and see how they arrived at this. So, actually I'm surprised how big the spread is for this this week, week 28. Because I thought the judges would all have been, roughly the same area. But look at this cross here, the yellow cross. I don't know what they're thinking there. The guy's clearly, his head is clearly in that sort of direction. But anyway, it is what it is. Somebody obviously won. So they were thinking the same as, where the judges' average is. But never mind, guys. I've got a good feeling about this week. I've had a quick look at it, so let's get into the competition. So it says here, Dynamic Duos. This is week 29 Dream Car, and you're given the chance to win 2 cars. Now, I don't know if that's a good deal or not, but anyway, there's a few here that you can play for where you can win 2 cars. It's no good to me, but I'm guessing it's sort of a promotion. So I've already gone for this one here, the Kia Picanto and AMG, and I've taken 2 tickets, and I've got a free ticket which I've already selected. So let's get straight into the game. Now, as you can see here, there's actually quite a lot of eyes to look at. Makes a change. So we've got 4 players, actually 5. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a guy hiding behind there, so you can see one of his eyes. I don't know how much that'll come into play, but first impressions looking at this, the 2 guys on the right hand side here, the guy in the white, the guy in the maroon, it looks like they're looking across, obviously. How high or how low, not too sure yet until I draw some lines, but the 3 guys actually down here on the left side, they are looking up and in front, I guess. So my first impression is that it's going to be somewhere, without drawing the lines, maybe somewhere around there. So in other words, above the letter U in the advertising board. But let's draw the lines first and we'll see where it takes us. Okay, so this guy looks like he's looking up here somewhere. How does that look? Don't know yet. I'll leave it at that for the time being. Let's have a look at his other eye. You can't really see it very clearly, but it's sort of similar up there somewhere. And then this guy down here, he looks like he's looking somewhere up there. Let's see this eye here. That looks like it looks like he's looking quite steep. And then we come across to these two guys. Now, this guy here, it's difficult to see where he's looking, so I'm not going to take him into account. This guy is a good indication of the angle. It looks like these two are off the ground. These three are standing on the grass, and these two are in midair. But you can quite clearly see that this guy is looking out there somewhere. I don't know how high or how low. And this guy at the back here in the maroon, now he looks like he's looking, I think, he looks like he's looking slightly down. So what does that tell us? Not a lot, because what that means is I've got a sort of intersection point here above the U, but these two guys are not even coming close to that intersection. So it's going to be a tricky one here. I have a feeling that maybe I'll have to take an average, and go in there somewhere. I'm guessing that, let me just change the colour of this. I'll draw it in red. So you can see here I've got a natural intersection, well, it's not natural, but an intersection point there. And I've got two other intersection points. One here and another one here. So that's where the lines have taken me, and it doesn't really help much. So these 3 points, intersection points if you like, I think it means I'm going to have to go somewhere in the middle. Now let me just bring in the target, and it's not working. So listen guys, I'm going to show you a quick way to fix this. I found this on YouTube. It was UK Pinzy, so he's getting the credit for this. He put up a temporary fix that allows you to use the BOTB average calculator. And how he did it was, see, since they introduced this instant win, this is what's giving the coding the problem, because it doesn't recognise this and it's knocking it out. I'm not an expert in coding. I have done some C#, but UK Pinzy has came up with a solution. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly fix this, but I'm going to leave a link in the description below in my video to his video that describes how to fix it. Okay, I'm not taking the credit for it because it was him that came up with this temporary fix. So quickly what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fix this first. I'm not going to explain how I'm doing it. I want you to look at his video. But basically what he did was he removed the reference to the instant win like that, and I think it works after that. Yeah, okay. So what I'm looking at is something like, probably something like that. The more I look at this, actually, I think looking at let me just remove this target first, sorry. Okay, looking at this guy down below, I'm going to hide the lines first. I think he's looking more sort of out here. That's what it looks like to me. He looks like he's looking up here somewhere. But this guy down here, the problem is that looks better to me. The problem is that would mean that the ball, or these guys would be looking up here, like that. And maybe that's maybe that's the case. You know, we know what the judges are like. Difficult to predict them. Could it be that it's closer up there somewhere? I don't know. I just look at this guy down here and I think he's looking higher, more steeper. You know, like that. Difficult. What to do here? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring the lines back in and see. We're now looking at an area, actually a bigger spread where the ball could be. Something like this. You know, this shape here in the middle. It's going to be tricky. I don't know where to put the damn crosses now. Hey, you know, that sort of area would be the sort of average. Like that. Yeah, I think that looks quite good there actually. It's going to be really tough. I just want to see what that looks like when I remove the target. And I'll bring the other ones in. Yeah, well that's kind of in the middle, isn't it? Of all these intersections. So maybe that's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to position my first cross where these two green lines intersect, like that. So it's almost directly above the U, slightly to the left as we look at it. Like that. The only problem, I think, I'm happy with the guy in the white down below with that cross. But this guy here in the maroon on the left side, he's given me the problem. I just feel that he's looking steeper. But, you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It's where the judges put their crosses and where the average comes. So I'm going to leave that one there. For the other two tickets, yeah, I think I'm just going to position them in and around there. I'm tempted to put them further apart, because when I put them close together and, you know, I'm out by, it doesn't even have to be very far, I get nothing in zone 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hedge my bets, as they say, and I'll put one maybe over on this side like that, and then the other one maybe just down below, in between these two, wherever that is. So down here somewhere. So as you can see, they're not very far apart actually. They're quite close together, even looking at it like that. But I quite like that. So I'm going to leave it at that. And the coordinates are X 1506, Y 1509, and then X 1442, Y 1491, and X 1466, Y 1523. And I wish you all the luck. Cheers, thanks for watching. Bye for now.